playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Scott, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Iowa's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
First, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, you can really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Decides to keep it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check out the impact players in this game. For guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Ball handed off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They're going to run it. They've got him down out near the 40.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. A running play called on 4th down. He shreds the tackle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Cornhuskers lining up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. The shotgun running play call. First down and more. He's still running. Finding some room at the 25. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive moving. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. On the move now. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Huskers, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
That's one of the more impressive drives that I've seen in a long time. They did not throw the football, and this running back got behind that big offensive line, just moved the ball all the way down the field, and then finally into the end zone. That is very discouraging for this defense.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Has the first down and more. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Iowa. A much-needed counter-punch delivered.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Manages the tricky footing and knocks through the PAT. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw. It's McCoy. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. A completion makes it second and short. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Not able to connect, incomplete. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go. And that's a solid return after the interception. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Trying to convert with the sneak.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a quick grab. The Hawkeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Nice, easy route here for the quarterback and receiver. A hitch on 4th down, and not only do they get the first down, but some positive yards here for this offense.
They call the draw play here. Sends right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And the Hawkeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Brought down by that coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Toss play. Back heads to his right. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
To the air. It's McCoy. Took contact on the throw. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue.
Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Nebraska. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Their returner from inside the 10-yard line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They were forced to punt it away last time. So let's see if they can get clicking in this possession.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
But crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep it tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor...
They got him again. He's like a statue back there. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. The Hawkeyes will have to kick this away. And the returner is brought down. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Quick throw, testing the middle. That is broken up and incomplete.
That's a good job here by this defense, especially the linebacker man coverage, but the quarterback needs some help here from his intended target. He needs to be able to find a guy that can separate and pull away from man coverage to be able to make any play at all.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Now it's second down here. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive throw. And he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Cornhuskers will line up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's McCoy. Dumps it down to the back, caught. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Back in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
I'll tell you what, this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Automatic on the PAT. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. This will likely be the last play of the half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. Ball carrier brought down to what is the final play of this third quarter. Minutes going to wrap up for first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
And the Hawkeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Takes the toss and heads left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long.
Well. Everything worked to perfection in the first half of this offense, and the defense comes out swinging, clearly listening to the head coach.
Oh, and it's blocked to the end zone.
What a block. He flies right up the middle. The personal protector is occupied, and he comes up with a block punt.
And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They begin the series with a 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together and stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback still with the football. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation. In 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
But we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And they've got him behind the line. The 2-point try fails, and they can't get any closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's McCoy. Screen to the wide receiver. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Inside give now from the shotgun. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 36.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
He's running out of time here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really...
Has a pass to the end zone. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
To throw, it's McCoy. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Huskers. Right kind of execution in a long drive. That's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He makes it a 12-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Swarmed by the pass rush. The sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The offense starts with excellent field position. Moving the receiver now before the snap. It's a shotgun run call. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The back's got it. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nebraska. They were not going to catch him that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. That know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he finds the running back in the flat. Second down after that short completion. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Hawkeyes will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. Just flings it out of bounds, and pass rush closing in.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this deep.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the... They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Back to pass. It's McCoy. It's a short completion of the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop, buck the offense, and set it in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. And here's the handoff. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
There's a run call on 3rd and goal. Ball carrier tackled there.
All right, now what are you going to do here? You have enough confidence in your offense to punch it in from the 1? These are the kind of scenarios you practice over and over during the week. This head coach has got a big decision here to make.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. With a 1st down now at the 16, this offense has a lot more breathing room. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Looking for a late, deep throw. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So the touchdown they desperately needed to cut into this big deficit wiped off the board. Ouch. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the catch. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The Hawkeyes have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
They're trailing by this much in the 4th quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and still motoring. They gain him down, but that 1st down should be enough to secure the win. They survive and advance to the next round of the playoff. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a late deep shot. One last pass attempt, ball is incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.